Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and this is a quick update. It's kind of a follow-up to last night's stream where there was a lot of people asking about Star Citizen who apparently don't actually know. And truth be told, the game is still under development and there's a lot of questions to be asked about it. Now, what is Star Citizen? Well, it's developed by this guy, Chris Roberts, who basically created he created a Wing Commander and various other things. Now, the idea is it's a spaceship game. They started back in October last year. They ran a Kickstarter. They raised $2 million, which back then was unheard of. They also ran, fundraising via their own website, and they made up to $6 million during the campaign. Right, this was last year. Now, if we go back to the front page of their site, they have continued to raise money, and right now they're standing about $12.6 million. This is going to be the first crowd-funded AAA game. What is it about? It is about flying around in spaceships, blowing each other up. You'll be able to get out of your spaceship, walk around a bigger spaceship, get into different ones, and it's all being funded by you. Now, the reason why I've got to do this now is because you have about less than 48 hours to get in on the special deal. The special deal is there is a grace period. If you fund it now, you will get lifetime insurance and you will have access to various other perks that will go away basically starting this weekend. They explain here, if you get lifetime, if you bought it as original backer or a veteran backer, then you will have lifetime insurance. But in a couple of days, when if you buy a ship and pledge money, you will no longer have lifetime insurance on those ships. Now, lifetime insurance basically means that in the game, when it's blown up, you'll get it back without having to pay insurance. Other players will have to pay in-game credits and figure all that out. So it's a good thing to have, right? The other thing is that you'll see that you can purchase lifetime insurance ships until November 26th. So if you get in the next couple of days in the cheapest package, you can then later decide that you want to get an even more awesomer ship, and it'll have lifetime insurance. So getting in the next couple of days is the most important thing. Now, important thing to say is the release schedule for this game is long. Right now, they're talking about the first thing being released in August of this year, and that will basically let you walk around the hangar and look at the spaceships that you own. It won't be December until there's something that's playable. That will supposedly be a dogfighting mode, which will be multiplayer. They'll add like social multiplayer modes. The mission stuff is looking at like an August next year, August 2014. And the persistent universe is going to be the end of 2014, and later on there'll be a whole integration, going out to 2015. So the actual release, if you don't sign up for alpha or beta access, is probably 2 years out. So this is, almost, this is a last chance to get in here. Now, do you want to sign up? If you want to sign up, what do you get? Well, you can go to the store, and right at the top, you'll come into the store on the pledge page, and it'll show you all these options. And the cheapest option you'll see is the Digital Scout. That's $30. That gets you an Aurora spacecraft with lifetime insurance. And it will get you the Squadron 42 game. It will not get you alpha and beta access, which means you might still have to wait 2 years to actually play this. But I'm not. Maybe it's alpha or beta for each module. Maybe the alpha release of the hangar happens, and then a couple of days later the beta, and then you'll get each module. It's not really clear about the release schedule, so check that out. I didn't have time to actually investigate that. Anyway, that doesn't get you alpha or beta access. If you want that, and you look across the featured page, then the cheapest one that has like alpha and beta, I think, is the Pathfinder. That's $75, and that gets you an Origin 315, which is a pretty cool ship. It's an exploration ship. I myself, as an aside, bought the Arbiter, which is the military version of the Origin 300i, and I will show you that in a minute. Actually, you can see the commercial for it. One of the things they're doing is putting out commercials for the spacecraft that they have in the game. You can see the motion capture that they're doing on actors. They have a full motion capture studio, all animation and everything. And a lot of this stuff is supposedly going to look pretty close to this in the engine. We'll actually see. That is what an Origin looks like, and there's multiple models of it. Anyway, if you want to do this the cheapest way, right, go back to the store page and look on the left under Veteran Backers Packages, right? Down near the bottom, you'll find the Digital Mercenary, right? That is $40. That gets you an Aurora an RSI Aurora, which is kind of the basic, the cheapest ship. It gets you beta and access, alpha access. It gets you the digital download. It gets you lifetime insurance. Gets everything that you need to enjoy everything about this game as it is released. But if you want to take a step up from that, definitely look at the Digital Bounty Hunter, which is the Origin, which is a better ship. If you have more money, you know, the sky is the limit, right? You can go, the Lightspeed package is a super fast Origin racing ship. This is the Origin 350 is a limited edition ship which will disappear from the store forever as of Saturday. So this is your last chance to get this one. If you scroll down, you've got the Freelancer, which is like more of an exploration ship. Obviously it's an homage to the game Freelancer. This gets you a lot more stuff. It actually gets you a physical CD of the soundtrack and a star map. There are star systems being added all the time. If you have even more cash, you can go for like the Colonel, which gets you a Hornet fighter. Now this is a fighter that is based off of a carrier. It's a lot more powerful than the Origin, but it may not have the range as I understand it. At least that's how it's being pitched. What else? If you go further up, I'm just looking to see. It doesn't look like they have the pirate package available anymore here. The Vice Admiral is going for insane levels. That gets you an RSI Constellation, but that's $550. If you want a Constellation, you can actually go and buy it as a separate ship for $225 if you're really into it. And that is relatively small fry. I mean, the pirate ship is the Drake Cutlass. That's $100. That buys you the pirate pack. Oh, there you go. And that includes like docking and tractor beams and stuff like that. That is a two-person ship. But how big do these things go? You can take a look at the Idris Corvette. The Idris Corvette is a 10-man ship with something about, well, I don't know, it's pretty darn large. It actually has a hangar bay that you can put other spacecraft inside. These were being sold in limited form for $1,250 and they sold out in 10 minutes. So I know a few people who have these. You'll be able to, supposedly have other players help crew them, and you'll be able to also have other crews help with boarding actions and stuff. But that's the scale of things here. So Star Citizen is the game. This is your last chance. Seriously, get in on it. Even Lucky is agreeing, apparently. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.